and welcome to this closing session for the Bridge project. My name is Geir Persson, and I'm the administrative coordinator in this project. In this session, we will meet representatives from UiT, Lapland University of Applied Sciences, Polartec Finland, Polartec Norway. We have new students and we have old students from both universities, and we have new and former commissioners. Some of the commissioners we will meet today, and some we will meet tomorrow. Teresa will be leading this session, while Katarina and Patricia, who has been helping us organizing this session, will help us with all the practicalities. The floor is now yours, Teresa.
Thank you, Geir, and good morning and welcome. My name is Teresa Chen. I'm the coordinator of this bridge project, and it is so wonderful that finally we get here, because just about a couple of months we were wondering, are we moving ahead or not, you know, and of course due to the unfortunate event in the world that we are facing. However, as we know, life goes on. We have to move ahead no matter what, because we cannot just be stagnant, right? And also on my behalf, I would like to welcome all students, staff, commissioners, and obviously in addition to these wonderful ladies, we have that lady who is now taking photograph, Natalia. So jointly we have organized this event, which hopefully will work well, and of course do come forward if there are any concern, opinions, most welcome to tell us to this team. And I'm missing Marika. Marika, your place was here.
I will.
Yes. So I'm glad that we have our managers from Tornio, Marika Sarane, joining us. Yes, please come here. Yeah. And I'm accompanied by also, as Geir has already mentioned about our Coloractic members, Laura and Jan. In addition, I'm also accompanied by my colleagues, not only my manager, Marika, but also my colleagues Anthony and Petri, who are here. And of course, you will get to meet all the commissioners, so I do not say the names in danger of misspelling, mispronouncing the name, because foreign names are difficult. Yeah. And which we make that mistake with foreign names, just to let you know, not only Chinese names are difficult, okay? All foreign names are difficult. Yeah. However, starting with bridge, I believe bridge is the term is very significant in a sense, because the project aimed to build bridges, all right? And what bridge means, obviously, as you can see, it's the Balanced Region Initiative for Developing Growth and Employability. Which growth? What employability? Youth employability. Right? And growth for the regional enterprises. And we are trying to build that bridge here today. And of course, we have been doing that for a certain time. So let me go a little bit into a history, very tiny. I have only 10 minutes, so I don't dwell into too much. But to start with, I think the computer is going switched off all the time for some reason. Yeah.
It's probably not computer, but the screen.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So to begin with, we were 5 universities partners, obviously, UiT and Lapland University of Life Sciences. In addition to us, we were 5 Russian partners. Is it possible to, maybe the USB is not done properly, yeah? Could we? Or is it, I do not know, is it the projector? Maybe you could ask if somebody could help us with that, yeah. As I said in the beginning, that due to the unfortunate event in this war, we had to part ways with our Russian partners, which is very unfortunate, but they had huge contribution to this project as well. But what did we want to do? First, to improve the competence levels of students like you, and also address the gap or the scarcity of resources in SMEs. And by resources, I do not necessarily mean money only, but time. Entrepreneurs are so busy, and where do they have time to do research and find out, what kind of possibilities are there across markets? That's where you come in. And the Bridge project is doing exactly that, to bridge, to create a network between the stakeholders like students and the universities. And you will see, as students like yourselves who are here, the task will be given to you and you will work on it. Hopefully, our commissioners, the new ones, would be satisfied with the results, especially from the feedback from our former commissioners. We have had that the results were in a way satisfactory, but of course all the details could be read in our report, but I do not know what's wrong with the okay. Sorry for this. This is an unexpected technical glitch. We have to handle that. Yeah. But let me go on. So we started in 2019, spring. So over the past 3 years, we had 6 sessions. We had 6 sessions of Bridge. So we started from Tornio, then we went to Vardo, and then the pandemic struck. But we had anyway the Alta session, the Murmansk session, the Petrozavodsk session, the St. Petersburg session. So altogether 6. And we had commissioners from all of these regions that I just mentioned. And the commissioners range, of course, mostly the commissioners were from hospitality industry. However, we had IT, we had consulting in companies, we had municipalities, and we also had engineering. And I remember in Vardo, somebody asked the students to plan a sustainable greenhouse. Then we needed an engineering student there to plan a sustainable greenhouse. So very interesting. And then in Petrozavodsk, we had an ice cream vendor to a cleaning company. So you can imagine the range. So not only tourism, okay, but from IT, businesses everywhere, tourism, and also manufacturing. We even had in Murmansk manufacturing, and in addition to firms involved in education. So for example, teaching English to young kids in Murmansk. So you can imagine the range of commissioners that were involved. And what we have achieved, obviously, 3 years have passed. I can't imagine. Can you imagine Anthony and Petri and others that 3 years of Bridge have passed quite so fast? And of course, in between we had 2 years of pandemic. So what we have achieved is, of course, the improved skills levels of students, and our commissioners receive the research outcome. And through that, we are hoping that there will be practical training places. Actually, we have on record at least 1, if not 2, practical training, and through that, employment opportunity. So this was the path we had taken. Work together, build the bridge between the commissioner and the students, create possibilities for practical training or writing bachelor's thesis or master's thesis, and then ultimately employability. So this was the path for Bridge. And of course, we also gathered a set of method-based, case-based, like Anthony was a case-based methods, and how to use that not only in education but also for commissioners and the entrepreneurs to put them into practice when they hire students. And I would proudly say that this was our outcome. This was our everything is in here. The joint publication of all our partners, and everybody involved have some input in this. And very proudly, I would like to announce we received 2 awards. One, when the pandemic struck in, we, with colleagues like Petri and others, Tuomo, we were very easily able to, from offline and smoothly transition to online. And for that, we were awarded by the Polar Arctic the Project of the Month. And because of our contribution, of bringing enterprises and young people together, we also received the Arctic Award for 2020. And in the same category that we are working in, youth employability enhancement or youth competence enhancement, and of course entrepreneurship in the Arctic. So that is very close to what Bridge is doing. So very proud to announce that we received 2 awards for that. So you should be proud as well that you are part of this award-winning project. And of course, because I cannot show you, we tried our best over the 3 years to showcase our Bridge project in different events, all right? I do not know when you will see it, but we had like online event with Korea, and then we had an Arctic event. I think it was here up in north, in Norway. We had different events, and of course there was one in Luleå where I myself showcased the project there. And there was a plan that next month there will be this Interact event in Sweden, and I plan to showcase the Bridge project finally there as well. So we did our best to showcase and spread the good news, and of course our website is a very good place. You have everything, the names of students, the enterprises, exactly what they did, also their PowerPoints, the presentation, the research outcome, everything you can find. It's very, very transparent. You can find everything there. And then there was a slide that I had my contact and Gail's contact. So if students, if you become entrepreneurs and you want to, work on any project with us, we are definitely open. And of course, I ask our commissioners, if you would like to continue to work with us, you're most welcome to contact us anytime. That was all a small introduction to Bridge, and I will now give the floor to the ladies, and they will explain some details of what is going to happen.
Thank you, Teresa. Hi, everybody. My name is Patricia, and this is my partner in crime, Katerina. And we will be telling you about what we are going to do in the next 3 days in summary. So today, of course, we will be presenting the new commissioners and their cases so that we will be formally introducing them to the students. Anthony will also be doing the ice-breaking sessions that will happen today. Innovative workshops will also happen today and tomorrow, together with Anthony. And our last agenda for today will be visiting the carvings at Alta museums. And tomorrow we will start with all the teamworks as well, heavily from 13 to 17. And before that, during the day, we will also be sharing our experiences from former commissioners and also from students, such as me. And again, innovative workshops as well will happen tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll also have our consultations with the commissioners. We will tell you all about this in the Teams, and also you can find it on the conference file in Teams as well. And lastly, on the last day, you will have a teamwork from 13 to 14 to finalize your proposals and reports. And final presentations will happen from 16 to 17:30, and we will sum up between them, and also we will be presenting the top scoring team tomorrow, on Friday. Thank you.
So basically every one of you have this program, so you just can keep it handy, but at the same time it's in Teams. It's available online, as Dia has said already. Just to sum up again, if you have any extra questions or concerns about practicalities or whatever, you can always contact us, two of us. We will leave our phone number in Teams. So we will be your link between commissioners and and you guys, students. Also, we have 3 helpers. So those are 3 former students who has been with Bridge Project for a while. And they are assigned for 2 teams, so a student per case. So utilize them as much as you can, ask them questions, because they have valuable experience to share with you, so just use them. At the same time, going through today's program once again, just to clarify. Door opening, which already happened. Every morning we will have the same, so basically till 8:45 we would gladly see you here, but 9 you have to be here. To make it clear, please be on time, because for some arrangements and events the bus will leave with or without you, and if you're not in the bus then you have to take a taxi or something else, and it is, it is expensive here in Norway, so please be on time. After us talking, we will have 3 wonderful commissioners who agreed to take part in this closing session, presenting. Each has 10 minutes, so you will be listening to your commissioners. Again, if you have any questions, just ask them, utilize the people who are with you, who are here to teach you and to help you. After that, we will have ice-breaking session. It's approximately 45 minutes devoted to it, and after it we will have coffee break. So coffee station we have like that way. When you go out from this room, the coffee station, you can use it as much as possible. If you drink 10 cups of coffee, it's totally fine. It will be changed constantly throughout the day, so just do that. It's tea and coffee served for you for free. And also we have small snacks on this side when you go out from the room. There you will find fruits and cheese and ham, something like that. If you're hungry until lunch begins, then it's also free for you guys to use it during coffee break. Most welcome. Then from 11 till 12 we will have again innovative workshop, so please be on time. Lunch is planned at the hotel. It's 1 hour allocated to lunch. We will have a buffet here in the hotel, and everything is again for free for you, so just please be with us and use this time, to talk to people, to ask questions as much as possible. That's what we want to encourage you to do. That's what All Bridge project is about. After that, we will be having, after innovative workshop again, we will be having teamwork. So you can use any places you're comfortable in working in teams. So you can use either this room, you can use like any space available in Scandic. It's quite a big hotel, you have some chairs in there and in there. You can use your own rooms, as well as you can use any other locations in city. So we are in the middle of Alta city, basically. So you will find some coffee shops and restaurants just going out from the Scandic, and we are basically on the main street. So we can suggest you Barilla Pub, because they serve good coffee and it's quite cheap. You can just, go sit there, it's free Wi-Fi. By the way, about Wi-Fi, as you already mentioned, it's not working here for some reason. And we anyway wanted to spare it for our team's transmission. So please use your own mobile internet. After free time from 5:15 till 6:30, we will go to, after teamwork, we will go to Alta Museum SPSat. Just mind the clothes, please, because it's northern Norway, as you have mentioned. The weather is not very nice today. At the same time, you don't really need any special shoes or equipment. It's all, tourism friendly, so it should be fine. At the same time, just, you can grab your hat or your gloves, because we will be outdoor. The carvings are outdoors, so you will be seeing this very nice sightseeing. And it's also planned, some of the activities are planned inside as well as outside of the museum. After that, you will have some free time. So the bus will be taking you there and out of there. We all go together in one party. And then you have some free time to change if you want, to have some rest, to lie down on your bed. And after that, again, 6:30 sharp, the bus will take us from here to Samisida, where is one of our Alta commissioners is. It will be very nice dinner. We also will have some activities there and cultural programs, so it will be exciting as all other 2 days. So again, welcome all of you. We are very happy to see you, to host you. If you have any questions at all, just get in touch. Thank you. Thank you.
will have a short break so the hotel can
Okay.
test this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long?
It will start
15
9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
We are the other side.
Yeah.
We checked yesterday. Yeah, we checked yesterday because there was a person and we like tested some presentation. Everything was working. Yeah, I don't know what would happen, but okay, so.
shall we continue, please? Now, fortunately, the equipment seems to be working. So we will listen to the presentations from the new commissioners. However, I would like to make one point clear. So the students, when you are working with the cases of the new commissioners, and remember all of the three commissioners belong to hospitality industry. So therefore, when we have, like this afternoon, when we have the Alta Museum tour, and then on Friday we have the city tour, all right? So please take inspiration from these tours. There is a purpose why we organize them. So perhaps you can get some pointers from these tours so that you are able to use that in the case that you're working on. Is that okay? Right? But I'm sure it will be fun and everything will be okay, but please also take inspiration and utilize that in the case. All right, so I give the floor now to Patricia and Katarina.
Hello. Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna be presenting one of our commissioners. So there you go.
Hello everyone. Is it okay if I speak here?
Yeah.
Yes. My name is Petra Babovakova, and this is the company that I work for. The English name is a kind of a translation of the Finnish title, Wolverine Fell, Wilderness and Nature, and actually that's what you see in the picture, the wilderness. And in Finnish it's Katkatunturin erä ja luonto. My original profession is a teacher of English, and all of my pedagogical studies have transformed into skills of training reindeer. So kind of, yeah, my life has been heading towards what I'm doing right now. Let's change the slide. Yeah, so this is the company owner, my partner, and myself. So Kari and me, we are sitting on a snowmobile on Wolf Lake, and in the background you can see actually the fell, Wolverine Fell. So in Finnish, Katkatunturin. Yeah, maybe not all of you, but most of you maybe don't know Finnish. Katka is the, it's funny because Katka, maybe you would know.
Älä minulta kyllä kysyä. Minun on hyvä kääntämään englannista.
No, because Katka is, I've been told that Katka is a word for Wolverine in Sami. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but let's check. So I'm mispronouncing. Okay, sorry. Yeah, don't speak Finnish. But let's check the link. This would be an introduction of what the company does, mainly in the low season, but so that you understand who we are. Let's check the link.
Guys, I don't know how to do this.
Open the link?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah. No, it does not.
If it doesn't work, then we'll save the time.
Just a minute. No, we just have to copy link to another browser. I hope this will work.
No. If you click the link, it will just go back to that.
But if it's complicated, we can skip it and people can check their link later.
Yeah.
Shall we do it that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you would have found out how beautiful it is, where we are, and basically all the things we do are based on what Kari and his family have done for years. So he's using the same hunting and fishing grounds that his mother has used, because the company is based where his mother was born. And where we have the reindeer, it's then a place where his father was born. So it's kind of going between the two places. It's I think kind of interesting that he's doing what he loves in the place that he's always done it. And me as an outsider, I was trying to see what he cannot see, because for him everything is kind of normal. Some years back, I started a tour called Arctic Knowledge. So for what he would take for granted, I would like people to come and admire. So I created, maybe I can pass these around, you want to maybe have a look. I have maps for people. They take these maps, I put it around their neck, and we go together. They can follow either this paper map, or we also have Google Maps. So those who have very good batteries on their phone, this is done mainly in winter. So basically all of those who have iPhones, they can just toss them in a rubbish bin. But those who have some other phones, they can actually even use them. And they can go around and look for these points of interest, and they can find a birch tree, and they see, you know, the birch bark, what it's used for. There's a birch barrel, so they find out how the cups, the traditional cups, are made. They can see open bogs and the views of the fells. They find out about the fells. Well, everything that you find out boring, but you know, for tourists, it's all new. So this is what I have for people at the moment. If you want to pass it around and just see, since we have no other material to show. And on top of this, because this is kind of, in real life, people walk around and they explore for themselves. But what I would like is that they can do this exploration also from their home, some kind of a remote travel. So they could go and do the exploration electronically without coming to Finland. So they would be traveling in place with their mouse. And what I think would be even more exciting, that they could also travel in time. Now, in time, I mean they would travel in different seasons. So when they go to this kind of map, they can also decide if they want to explore the area in winter time, or in summertime, or in the autumn time, because at different times of the year they can see different things. For instance, reindeer, they look different at different time of the year. So in the autumn time, you know, the rutting season, the roundups. In May, the little babies, when they are calling their mummy, and the marking of the reindeer calves and all. So that would be the two things I would like, so for people to travel in place and in different seasons. But this Arctic knowledge, in the previous slide, in the big picture, it would be part of this kind of a virtual Arctic, which I have in mind. And Arctic knowledge would be one area. Reindeer themselves, they would have a separate section. And then the third would be our story, our history, which would be mainly about, you know, why we are doing what we are doing, where we are doing it. So the fishing and hunting grounds and all. Okay, can we go to the next? Yeah. Can you check if this will work? This link? Yes, it worked when we tested it. Not only myself, but also, yeah. Anyway, this would take us to an example of one point of interest. So through the link, you can see what one can find out about one particular item. For instance, about the deadwood, the snag. And currently I have on our website, people can find more information and photos. But the kind of new level would be that there'll be also videos. And not only videos, but also 360 videos that I have been collecting. So as people would, you know, decide to explore in winter, yeah? For instance, in winter, so they would go and see photos and videos from winter. Can you scroll a little, please? Yeah. So there's a bit more information online on the website than what they would find in the forest. Because also when walking around the forest, there's some info. And the map is something I'm interested in. If you can go, yeah, can you scroll up a little bit? And can you go to the satellite option? Yeah, here. and then if you choose satellite, went to the extra down. Yeah, so this is basically where the paper maps I passed around, they are based on the global satellite map. So in the future, I would like people to be able to travel to a wider area so that they can explore also places which physically, while on spot, they cannot, manage to visit. Yeah, because there's snow and they have snowshoes on. Yeah.
Sorry, not to be mean,
Yeah.
but you have 1 minute left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we skip to the? Yeah, let's skip. There were 2 videos, but let's skip. Next slide. Let's just skip this. Skip. Yeah. So now people have access to this kind of overview of what they can find. But I would like the electronic map and the content to be in one, so that people can explore all of the things from their home. But the task. The next slide, please. So the task would be. The priority would be the third thing actually. So producing an electronic version of the map to travel in place and to make it more appealing for remote travel. And this I would like to have connected with the possibility to click on the particular place they visit and the videos, normal or 360, so they can kind of explore it in an easy way. And the second point, I would like it to be somehow possible to access. I would like to be granting the access, so that it would be possible to monetize it. So those who pay or those who book the real tour, then they can pass there, because so that would be kind of one thing I was thinking. And all of the other things are bonuses. The filters for different seasons, that's what I would love. But if there's going to be a special quiz at the end and some kind of a certificate, this Arctic Wizard badge or something, I would love that, because for the visitors that visit us, once they have managed with a reindeer ride, they get a certificate. If they catch fish, they get a certificate. So those who have explored, even online, the forest and they have learned things, I would like them to get a certificate. For some, I think it's funny, but sometimes people come and the first thing they ask is, can I get a license? I say, but it's not over yet. So for some people, it's really important. So if there are any questions, I'm ready to answer them, but I would like our company to move into this millennium, kind of. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Petra. So just to remind you, all the presentations are available on Teams. So you don't need basically to take pictures of every slide. You can do that, you're welcome to do that, but on Teams you will find it in the PPT format. So it's all available, just go to the general files and there you will find all the presentation and they will be handy for you.
And the links should also work there, because
Yes.
at least it worked, whenever whoever tested it, I don't know what's wrong
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah. But for now, thank you to Petra. Again, just utilize the person as much as you can, because this final session is a gold session, to be honest, because 2 of the commissioners are with you constantly. So just ask questions, and as many questions as you can, just use those valuable people for you. But I want to move to our next presenter, and he is here with us. It's Jack. Jack will tell us about Samisida, where we will go to dine tonight. And welcome, Jack.
Thank you. I think I'll need a microphone. I have
A microphone?
sore throat.
Yes.
It's no COVID, so. This has not been adjusted to the Sami height. Welcome, tervetuloa Uudispahtiin, Ancona. It's a great honor for me to be a commissioner at the Bridge Project. I got in a little bit late at the Bridge Project, I think. compared to some of you who have been working with this for many years. My name is Jack Michael Nystad, also known as the Jack of all trades at the Sami Sida. I have no managing position, but I do a lot of different things. You have to be quite versatile when you work in a small company within tourism. So yesterday I was serving customers at the Norwegian Constitution Day all day long. So it's been
We're with you on that. We have been working as well.
yeah. Luckily I didn't visit Barilla yesterday because then my throat would even be more sore. So the Sami Sida is a family-run experience and culinary center since 2002. The history of Sami Sida started in the 80s when Berit Anne and Johan, who is half of the ownership of the Sami Sida, started selling souvenirs next to the main road between Alta and Tromsø. Then both the locals and tourists wanted to get to know more about the Samis. They wanted to get closer to the Sami people, not only buying reindeer hides and dried reindeer meat. So Johan, who was the entrepreneur, the man with the initiative, started discussing with his wife, Berit Anne, on how are we going to solve this. And they got their cousin and his wife alongside them, and they started planning for a Sami cultural experience center in Alta. It took a few years, but then in 2002 they got the municipality alongside them, and they found a good spot for them to develop the place that we call Sami Sida today. In 2020 we moved to new locations. Sadly, it was September 2020, so we didn't have any guests or tourists. Luckily, we had locals who were loyal and came and bought takeaway food from us when we couldn't serve it in our restaurant. Eventually, it opened up a bit, and as it is now, with the pandemic being going on now for 2 years, since mid-December last year, 2021, we've seen an explosion in tourism. We have guests coming from all over the world. I have had guests from all continents this season. And it's been really exciting to see the joy of people traveling now compared to 2020, before the pandemic. Because I think there's been a longing, a desperation to get out of your house. I've never experienced a lockdown as they have in UK, where you couldn't leave your house, only to go shop the most necessary things. But I've been in the risk group, so I've isolated myself for 3 months just to stay safe. And then after that, I made a decision that I wanted my mental health to be as good as my physical health, so I started going out and meeting people again. Sami Sida's goal is to give our guests a unique perspective of the Sami way of living. And we get a lot of questions about the Sami lifestyle. Our main products is reindeer sledding during winter time, both shorter and longer trips with reindeer. And we also offer traditional Sami food, both festive meals, but also more modern dishes. And today you will be tasting some of what we have to offer. I promised myself I would try to make it short, because normally my colleagues say that when I start talking to our guests, I'm like a radio. When you turn me on, you have to then eventually switch me off also. Yeah, I can tell a little bit about the increase we've had this season, because it's been quite interesting. Sami Sida, as it was from 2002 to 2020, we had larger groups coming with buses from cruise boats. Nowadays, we see more of the smaller groups who want the intimate Sami experience. They want to get to know their hosts, they want to spend time with their hosts and with the animals. Because when you have reindeer in an enclosure, in downtown Alta, people stop to have a look. We have also seen an increase in locals coming for sledding. Even though the locals do the shorter trips with the guided tour, most of our foreign guests who are coming from abroad, they want to experience the longer trips. They want to see how we also live in the wilderness. So when we go for a longer trip, we start off at the Sami Sida, which is based in the upper Alta region. It's about 4 kilometers from downtown Alta. We go through the woods and onto a field above the Sami Sida. We handle the reindeer when we're going up. We make a bonfire, have bonfire coffee, sometimes even smoked reindeer meat, depending on what the guests want. And then we let the guests ride with the reindeer themselves. And it's interesting in many ways because some manage to handle animals quite well. Others don't have the same skill set, so we have to help them a little bit out. The reason I said yes to being a part of the bridge project is that since 2002 we've had the same manager at Sami Sida. And they have done the same thing for almost 20 years. And I came along last year in November, and my cousin, who is the sales and marketing manager, started in May last year. So for us, it's really important now that we manage to develop ourselves, that we manage to reach our potential, our ambitions, and our dreams. And of course, me and Espen, my cousin, of course, it's a family-run business. I'm a hired help. I come from outside both the families. For us, it's really important that we develop into something that suits the travelers today, and also the locals when it comes to the culinary part. So we still have good capacity for both larger and smaller groups, but we have trouble reaching customers in the shoulder seasons, which is spring and fall. Our main attraction during summertime is petting and feeding the reindeer. We got our first calf this year, was born May 16th. I haven't spoken to my colleagues today. We are expecting another calf these days, so perhaps when we go up there tonight, we will see the second calf, maybe even the third. We have 3 pregnant females who are waiting to give birth. No, sorry, we have 2 left. But the mother instinct of the female is really strong, so she's fending away both people and the other reindeer who are in the enclosure. When it comes to the tasks given to the group, the assignment, it's to advise us, give us directions on how we manage to find customers who are willing to travel to the Arctic when it's not cold and when it's not exotic. Because I know guests who are coming during winter time want to experience snowstorms and negative 17 degrees. In the fall, we don't have that much to offer. In the spring, we don't have that much to offer. We want to make sure that we also have something special to offer during the shoulder season. And we also need help on getting how to reach the local customers even more than we do today, because now we rely on word of mouth, and also we have tried both social media in many ways and traditional marketing. And the thing we started with this season is that we have had we have brought in a lot of photographers and lifestyle bloggers who can reach a totally different segment of customers than we have reached before. So hopefully it will benefit us in the future seasons to come. But for now, we haven't had quite a success with the marketing part of the Sami Sida. We have gotten some guidelines from Visit Alta, who is also one of our big partners, and Aventyr. Aventyr is one of the biggest companies within tourism in Finnmark, and they're also one of our partners in a way of marketing. So this year they made a video for us for commercial use for next season. So it's really exciting, but we still have work to do, and hopefully my hopes and dreams for these 3 days with you is that we get some sustainable and good results after this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. So again, we have two Samisidas teams, two teams who are working on Samisida case. So please, girls, just girls, just ask questions, check as much questions as possible. And again, today's dinner, just sneak around, just see what they have to suggest. And again, just ask questions. And we have the last commissioner. This is Marie from Visit Fjord, and unfortunately she's sick, so she's unable to join, physically be here with us. It's very unfortunate, but at the same time she will be supervising you on Teams. So now I believe she's ready to present. So please.
We have like a couple of minutes because we have to switch Teams meetings. So, but she's waiting us already on another. Anthony, I will use your Outlook. Is it okay?
Could you invite me into that meeting as well?
Huh?
Could you invite me into that meeting as well? Oh, okay, in that case.
Yeah. Invited you, Teresa, all of us.
On. Joo. Ja paikka. Siis no siihen Helsinkiin. Siis, se ei niinku hae automaattisesti. Ja tämä. Joo.
Hello, Maria. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So you are now on a big screen in front of our participants.
Sorry, but the sound is really bad.
Can you hear me well? Okay. So you are now on a big screen in the conference room at Scandic, and our participants are looking at you. We are ready to listen to your presentation and your case. Are you ready? Okay. So just please share your screen and let's start. Thank you. Your microphone is muted.
I have problems with sound, so I have to mute it. Can you see this?
Yes. We can see. And what about the voice? Can you hear? Maria, could you tell us something?
Can you see the presentation now?
Yeah. Can you hear?
Can you hear?
Okay. Yes, they're all nodding.
Okay.
But if you will be speaking a little bit more loud, that would be great.
Yeah, and can I suggest that if you
Natalia, mute that mic. Yeah.
then do something with my computer. Thank you. Okay, everyone can see? It's okay? So I work as the digital marketing director for Visit Lyngenfjord. Visit Lyngenfjord is a destination company. We work to promote the different member businesses in the region. We have over 80 members at this point, and my job is to promote them, and as well we also offer booking through our website. So it's kind of, we're the biggest destination company in the area. We can go further here. Computer's just not working. So we do our sales through City Break, back office booking. We offer packages as well as fam trips. So fam trips is basically tourist, what's the word again? Natalia, can you help me? Fam trips. My English is really bad today, I'm sorry.
It's a fam trip. It's a fam trip.
Yes,
It's a correct word.
I don't know if everyone's familiar with fam trips, but it's basically tourism leaders for different travel agencies around the world. They come here and they kind of they get a tour around our region. So we kind of show them the different things to see and do, and also different places to stay. So that's what we offer as well. We kind of guide them. Let's go further down here. So the marketing is done through a website. Again, fam trips is the same as press trips. Through our social media channels, paid campaigns, brochures, and also travel fairs. We have been marked as a sustainable travel destination since 2017, and we also have different projects going on. Right now we've been completing a mountain bike project. We're also in the process of a cruise line project. Yeah, and different local projects that we kind of continue on working with and bringing forward. So yeah, that was a really short presentation. Really good.
Thank you, Maria. Do students have any questions, especially that Wissenslugen für team? Maria, is it okay if you will have a Teams meeting with your team later on?
Yes, and did everyone get the case?
Just a minute. What is your task for your team? But there was in Teams the task case.
Yes, I will share this with you right now.
Yeah. Well, Maria can share it again, but it's in the Teams channel.
So this, I think everyone.
They're also on the Teams documents or.
But
Social media accounts?
Yeah,
for us
because
right
when
now
you search
is
basically in your view,
our,
you have a lot of results. We're not sure which one is official.
Oh, okay.
the thing we're kind of struggling with, or not struggling with, but the thing is with our website, the problem is that it's not, at the moment we're getting some feedback that it's not very user friendly, and it's a little bit hard to kind of navigate. And we find that there's a lot of information, and we basically need some help to kind of get some order and make it more user friendly. So our case is our profile and communication in our social media channels coherent with our website? What can be done to bridge our social media personality and profile to our website? And number two, what measures can be done in order to optimize our website and make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate? Number three, how can we generate more traffic from our social media channels and convert more sales? Does that make sense?
Does it make sense?
The sound is very cool. Probably maybe later we can have this team section with her, then she'll give more details on it because this one we don't actually get what she's saying.
Okay. So, Maria, if you will have time today, maybe you could meet your team. Oh, I mean, sorry, tomorrow, when they will have teamwork. And here was question about the social media, but I believe I can help students to find your your correct social media. Yeah. Mhm. So let's be in a contact, and thank you for your presentation.
Thank you very much.
I will call you back.
I'm a bit sick, so my voice is
Yeah.
not very good.
Hopefully you will get better soon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
Thank you. See you later.
See you.
Okay, so as you see, we are 10 minutes late if following the schedule. So what I suggest, we will then have 10 minutes less for the coffee break, sorry. And now we welcome Anthony. And we are having ice-breaking session now, guys, for the students, for you to get better known with your team members.
Today, so I will be taking you through the ice breaking session, and I have three assistants with me. Please come over here. Yeah, can you put this innovation?
Anthony, your bio?
Yeah. Okay, so this is me and my team. So I'll be working with you. So please go to your respective team, because the whole point of the icebreaker session is that you get to know yourself, and also work together. What is it from that point of view? So what we'll be doing today is to have a taste of what you'll be doing all the way. That is value innovation, because when you work with commissioners, you'll be innovating. And the most important innovation is value innovation. So we're doing exercises for 45 minutes. You have everything in the world, but not time. Okay? So you have 45 minutes. And from different 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and at the end of the day, you will produce something concrete, and end the outcome, which you will present as posters. So we'll be here working with you, and you'll be working in 10. So 45 minutes to generate, develop, and produce. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of tension, and that's when you learn to work with yourselves. Okay? So that's what we're doing. It's going to be fun. We will have some music in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so it's going to be fun. So that music will help you to put you on the floor level. Okay? And she will take care of the music. For us. So please go to your respective team, and
Actually, we are
you're already there.
Yeah,
So
we're
please,
already
yeah.
our team.
Okay, you're already with teams, and please, so look like a team, okay? You don't back your team, sorry. Yeah.
So the team, it's a small team or?
Your working team,
Yeah,
the team
all the
that you'll be
San Siro
divided.
team?
Yeah.
Okay.
The team that you.
So we are team.
Yeah.
No, all small teams, like Sami Sida 1, Sami Sida 2.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
How about Sami Sida?
Eh?
How about the Sami Sida?
You're both.
You can join, you can join. Commissioners, you can join your team, okay?
Anthony?
Can you show the task?
Yes.
Did you print it out, those papers?
Of course, they have printed.
Okay.
They have, but what music you was telling about?
She's going to put music.
You're gonna put music.
You can put also music.
No, I didn't prepare for that.
Me too, but I found in YouTube 3 hours of classic music, so I was thinking it would be a good thing. But should we, like, is here anything like about music? Like, is here any like?
Bluetooth speaker. Yes. So, but what kind of music? Any music?
You can say.
You can write on YouTube, and there is like, I like this, I can show you, because I use it for my work, and it's quite good. I will show you 1 minute. Yeah. Is it your computer?
Yeah, my computer.
Your workable computer?
Yeah.
He's nothing working. No any browser.
No, everything works.